guys, it's Heidi from Scandinavian today. So guess what we're gonna be doing today? Making sunflower treats. Ever since Frozen Fever came out, my mother and I have been thinking about all the ideas we could be doing with Frozen Fever. And you know, she came out with her sunflower twisted bread recipe around that time, and it was so amazing. If you guys haven't seen the video, you should definitely check it out. It's a really super cool bread video. So I've come up with some fun treats, and let's go inside and get started and make some. Okay, so what we're going to be needing today are, first you'll need some type of candied chocolate, and here I have a yellow one for the sunflower petals, and it's, you know, less than a tablespoon. You really don't need that many pieces. And then here we have just a few pieces that we will need for the center of the sunflower. And here I have a candy brush, and then here we have two different size lollipop sticks. Either lollipop stick will work. And then here I have the yellow stuffed Oreos, but you can certainly pick any flavor or color that you like. I just thought it was fun to use the yellow stuffed Oreos just because we'll be making sunflowers today. And they're going to be using hand-dipped chocolate Oreos. So here we have a mold with all kinds of patterns, and specifically we're going to be using the sunflower pattern here. And this mold is great because you can make either candies and also lollipops. So we're going to be doing both today, and let's head on over to the stove and start melting some candy. Okay, I'm at the stove right now. The water is about 1/4 full in this pot. I don't want to fill it all the way to the top because then it'll boil over. Then I'm going to stick another pot into the pot of water, and in here I have a few pieces of brown chocolate. We're going to turn on the stove to very low heat, and once it's melted we'll be able to start working on our sunflowers. Okay, this looks great. As you can see that the chocolate is now melted. We're going to do the exact same steps with the yellow chocolate candy, and now let's head on over to the mold. So first I'm going to put a little bit of chocolate candy right here in the center. It helps fill in the mold. Then I take my candy brush and I move the candy brush around in the chocolate to fill in the areas where we want it to have that dark brown color. Okay, so now I'm giving this a good tap to get rid of the air bubbles. We're going to stick this in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes. We want to make sure that the brown chocolate candy has hardened. Okay, so I just took our candy mold out, and you can see it's kind of foggy and misty. That's when you know that the chocolate is ready to continue being worked on. So now I'm going to fill in the yellow part of the sunflower with some yellow chocolate. If you don't happen to have a candy bag, you can also use a teaspoon to gently put in the chocolate into the molds. That's what I'm going to do here. Now what you want to do is take a brush and gently move the chocolate around into each of the petals. Great, now give this a good tap and you'll be able to see that the chocolate starts smoothing out. You want to get rid of the air bubbles. Okay, so I just took our candy mold out of the freezer. You can see it's nice and cloudy, which means it's perfect timing for us to start giving our mold a nice little twist to release our sunflower from the mold. Then you flip it over, and there you go. Here is our first sunflower candy treat. Now with the candy pieces, you can do all kinds of things with it. You could add a sunflower candy to your cupcake. If you happen to have some really pretty gift bags and tissue paper, make a bunch of these up for a summer party and throw in some ribbon, and there you have party favors that you can give. Okay, so another easy idea is if you already have a sunflower candy, you can attach it to a Oreo Pop. So what you do is you take a little bit of some chocolate candy that's already been melted, and you put it on one of your Oreos, and then put it on top. Stick this in the freezer for at least an hour, and you'll be able to enjoy it shortly, as I did right here earlier today. And then I tied it with a really cute ribbon. Thought these would be fun to give as party favors. So let's continue working on our molds, and now we're gonna make some sunflower lollipops. If you wanna make this into a lollipop, all you have to do is attach a lollipop stick to the mold, and because there's a little insert here to do that, so this it neatly places the lollipop stick in this. And then we're gonna stick this in the freezer for at least an hour. So you want this to harden up. Okay, so I just took our sunflower lollipop out of the freezer, and again, as you can see, it's nice and cloudy, so it's perfect timing for us to start moving the mold around so we can loosen up the sunflower. And then all you do is turn it around, and there you go. Here is our sunflower lollipop. All right, so let's say you wanted to make a sunflower Oreo pop. What you could do is attach an Oreo on the back of the sunflower, and then add some more of the yellow candy onto the Oreo. So now we have our Oreo completely covered in yellow candy chocolate. So now I'm going to stick this in the freezer for about an hour so the chocolate can harden. So I just took our mold out of the freezer, and it's nice and cloudy, which means it's a perfect time for us to start giving our mold a nice little twist, and then we're gonna flip it over, and there we go. We have a sunflower Oreo lollipop. Wow, look at the assortment of sunflower treats we made earlier today. I am so super excited to try one. So I'm gonna have the sunflower Oreo lollipop. Let's head on outside to enjoy it. So I'm outside now enjoying my sunflower Oreo lollipop. I hope you guys enjoyed our video today. If you have any requests, make sure you let us know in the comment section down below. We're definitely happy to do it. My mother and I are constantly reading your guys' comments, and we're definitely inspired by some of your fantastic ideas. And have a great week. School. See you later, guys. Bye.